So I just made a video explaining how I slept during the pre-market hours, and luckily, I listened to my wife. I got out of Funware at $1.51 in the after hours. I made $1,000, no big deal. I winded up selling DWAC when I got my money back when it went back up to the high, and I made 4,000. I made a total of $5,000. Now, Commanded 35, because I was saying I was sleeping during the pre-market hours, he said I made a fortune. He said he made a fortune on DWAC on the pre-market. I actually don't know what it did on the pre-market because I was sleeping, but I did make my 5,000. But this is the thing. Commander 35 lately seems like he's always making money. Not just one time, not just two times, but literally on every single play. Every single play, he's ahead of the game. And you know what that's called? An impossibility. That's what it's called. No one wins all the time, Commander. Nobody. That's it. And if you were that good, once again, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Teddy Zane. Remember when Teddy Zane was out batting 100%, I'm doing this? I said, listen, you're batting 100%. There are plenty of places that will hire you. Seriously. And, I'm even talking about the big firms, the big companies on Wall Street, okay? You go to them, listen, Command, if anything you were saying had any truth to it, listen to me. You would go to a major firm on Wall Street. You would say, look, I was living in a garbage pail. This is what you tell them. It's okay. Don't get upset. My door or my window had a garbage bag on it. I now have over $2 million. Okay. Trust me. And I'm not even just saying, I'm not saying this to be a jerk. I'm not saying this to break your balls. Okay. Trust me, they will be very impressed because you went from like a nothing to an amazing someone. Okay. And you know something? They will probably offer you a job making tremendous money. Okay. And they would probably give you a trading account and they'll throw maybe 50 to 100 million in there for you to trade, where you can make tremendous money for yourself and tremendous money for the firm that you work for. Commander, look. I understand what you're doing because I'm a YouTuber. You're a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. What you're doing is you're taking what's called the Lou Road. You want me to tell you what the Lou Road is? Okay. We see there are unfortunately very stupid people out there in YouTube, unfortunately, who actually believe that Lou is a millionaire. They're just very, very stupid people. Okay. And these people, unfortunately, you can't help them. They're just complete idiots. So I have enough logic and enough common sense. I come from Brooklyn. I could tell a hustler. You know what I mean? I've been around the best. I've been around the best hustlers in my life. You understand? So Lou to me is like amateur night at the Apollo. I can see directly through Lou. Lou has no money. Lou doesn't invest in anything. Lou's a bum. Lou never invested. See, all Lou. You know what Lou is? He's a storyteller. Let me sum up Lou. And Commander 35, you're just like Lou. Lou is a storyteller. Lou's a guy who he takes the hottest stock, something that everybody's talking about, that's trending, that's hot, and then he says, "You know what? I bought 100,000 shares. I bought 100,000 shares of GTII at 60 cents." Then he says, "Oh, this thing's going to a two-tier squeeze, 40 to 60, 100 to 300." Okay, and then it doesn't happen. Okay. Now that's when his true colors come out. You see Lou's true colors shining through. Okay. Now we have to start questioning. Lou, if you made, like, let's just think about this. Let's say bought 100,000 shares of GTII at 60 cents that they ran to like $9. He didn't sell? Come on. Who wouldn't? The guy would have made like, I don't know, almost $1 million. He would have made what, 5, 6, 700,000. Okay, he would have sold. No selling. No. Okay, he would have sold. And now he's trying to make it like he didn't sell. Now GTII fell from $9 to to the $3 range, right? Okay. So the thing I don't even know where it is right now. I'm just let me check really quick. Let me see what this OTC pink sheet garbage is. Hold on. Then we'll continue our conversation. Okay, GTII 345, big surprise. Okay, so it dropped from $9 to 345. So Lou's trying to make everybody believe, well, I'm holding. I'm holding for the big $300 mark or whatever he claims is going to go to. Who really believes that? There are actual people that have actual brains that believe this. It's crazy. It's hard. It's remember like when I was watching Jeffrey Dahmer at the end when he died, they wanted to study his brain. Scientists, they wanted to see if there was something in his brain that indicated that there was always something like eternally wrong with him, eternally sick. I'd like to study the brains, right? Or have scientists study the brains of people who actually think Lou bought GTI. I like to study their brains who actually think Lou is rich. Okay. So, because this guy never bought GTII, he never bought AMC, he's a hustler. He's just a guy. Look, his money comes from YouTube. That's it, period. Now, you know me, it's a whole different ball game. I have a lot of different sources of money that have nothing to do with YouTube. I don't want to keep repeating it. You all know what it is, okay? Lou has no money, no stream of income, nothing, absolutely nothing. So his only money that he makes is from YouTube. So he has to continue the hustle. He has to continue to con. He has to continue making you believe he's this rich, successful guy who's always right, even though he's always wrong. He's not right about nothing. Okay. So, Commander 35, you're doing the same thing Lou is doing. But you see, the problem is you're making it too obvious. You're making it too obvious. Once in a while, take a loss. Once in a while, make a video saying I called it wrong. And then it would become more believable. It would become more believable. Be like, yeah, I lost, man, I just lost 10 G's on this, or I lost that. And you know who else does it? Is Teddy's 80s, another one. We all know that Teddy's down a tremendous amount of money. I mean, you really don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be, Sigmund Freud. You don't have to be Albert Einstein to figure it out. But Teddy's another one. I'm batting 100%. No one's batting 100%. No one. No one. Okay. So my advice to you is not financial advice, Commander 35. My advice to you is as a friend. Commander, look, I truly, truly believe it. I'm not being a jerk off, that you have like very little money. I'm not trying to be, but here's the thing. You were you were kind of like convincing a good amount of people that you were successful. But now it's getting to a point because you keep saying you are always winning and you're never wrong and you pick every single stock. You get in at the right time, you get out at the right time, and you're batting like 1,000,000%, not 100%, 1,000,000%. It's going to get to a point where people are going to smell bullshit. Okay, so here's what my friendly advice is to you. Keep up the Lou hustle. Keep up the Lou road of making yourself look like, you're the greatest trader on earth. But once in a while, take it in the chin. Once in a while, just be like, look, I made a mistake. I lost 10 grand. I do it. How many times do I say I lost money? Remember Redbox, where you said you made 1.6 million? I said the truth. I lost $7,500. Once in a while, you gotta take it on the chin and just man up. Stop saying you're winning on every play. Because, Commander, at some point, someone's going to want you to prove. Remember how you demanded me to prove things? Well, we're going to want you to prove things too. We're going to want, remember how you said, prove it, Ava, prove it. Okay, well, we're going to want you to prove it too. Because, Commander, according to you, you have probably over $2 million right now. And you're living in a house that looks like Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. You change the garbage bag to a door that looks worse than the garbage bag. It's just very, very highly unlikely that anything you're saying is true. And you're doing it to yourself because you've actually managed to convince people. You have, because I know people have. I had people like I'll just mention one name. Okay, really well. I'm going to mention one name, Zanny Savage. Zanny Savage. You contacted him, and apparently you guys spoke or something like that, and he contacted me, and he told me Commander 35 is for real. Rich, this guy is for real. He made a fortune on call options on Redbox. He's making a fortune, and you know what it is? You got to the point where you started really believe people were believing it. See, but I knew that you didn't look. You made some money on Redbox, but for you to make the money you needed a starting bankroll of somewhere between $100,000 to $200,000. You never had that starting bankroll, so I know for a fact you didn't make $1.6 million compared to 30. Maybe you made yourself 20 grand. Maybe I'm not doubting that. There's no way you made $1.6 million. You did not have the startup money. That's it. You needed a certain bankroll. But here's the thing. Okay. You've convinced a lot of people. You convinced a lot of people that you're a winner. Why not just leave it at that? Leave it at that. You started your Discord. People are joining it. People are taking a big interest in you, but you're going too far. I'm winning on everything. I'm winning on this. I'm winning on GTII. I'm winning on DWAC. I'm winning on everything. You got to take a step down. Okay? This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer because one day people are going to ask you to prove your words and you're not going to be able to do it. Take a chill pill. This video is for entertainment purposes only.